Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Marketing Matters. I'm Sarah Touchstone, Landmark Title's social media marketing strategist and educator. I get the pleasure of bringing y'all Marketing Matters every Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. Arizona time. Welcome back to 2025 and welcome back to Marketing Matters. We are diving into the Arizona ARMLS tools all the month of January. Starting out today with my personal favorite, Rapid Stats. This is a market reports software. So if you've got clients that are really into the numbers, if you've got friends and family that want to know what's going on in the Arizona real estate market, this is going to be your go-to spot. Now, sometimes we try to collect the numbers on our own and they are a little confusing, right? Sometimes you're attending a Cromford report to have these numbers broken down for you, or you're attending a market insights to try to figure out what's really going on. Well, guess what, guys? Market Stats, Rapid Stats is gonna replace the need for all of that. Now, I'm not discouraging attending, market insights and Cromford reports to get that extra little, because there's always going to be a little bit extra, right, that you're going to get out of those things. However, if you want good up-to-date stats, look no further than your own ARMLS subscription, Rapid Stats. So we're going to dive in. This is going to be a live demo today. I love doing live demos, but you never quite know how it's going to go and what's going to happen, but that's kind of the fun of doing a live demo. So I'm going to pull up ARMLS and we are going to go step by step through. I'm going to show you where you can find Rapid Stats, how you can get logged in, and some of the different benefits to using this software. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to share my screen. We're going to go straight to the ARMLS page. If you guys cannot see this, let me know. No need to. I think it looks good on there on my end. So we're going to roll on it. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go just to armless.com. You've probably been here many, many times before. But if you're logging in 2025, it might look a little bit different. There's going to be 4 new core products that they offer. A couple of these were up there in 2025, but not all of them were accessible in 2025. They are all accessible now. So we're going to go we're starting at the back as it looks on here, but I think this is one of the most amazing new tools that you can really utilize. We're going to go through all of them. They're all amazing tools. You're going to want to utilize them all, but we're starting out today with Rapid Stats. So what you're going to do is you're just going to click on Rapid Stats. I've actually got it already pulled up. I'm already logged in. So your login is going to be the same for ARMLS as Rapid Stats or any of the other 3 core products that we're going to be talking about this month. So then you're logged in. You do need to do a separate login, but once you're logged in, you're good. You're going to come up to the home page right here. There's a lot of information on this home page that is up to date as of today. So you can even see right there, it says it's updated today. You've got your active, you've got your solds, you've got your under contract. Solds are in the last 30 days. You do have the option within here, right here on your dashboard, to change some of these things, to go back, get some other dates if that's what you're looking for. And that's just right here on your dashboard. You are viewing the Maricopa data. It just defaults to that. You have the option to come in here and change this as well if you want to look for a different county as well. This is your dashboard. Get in there, get comfortable. There's a lot of stats that, boom, right off the bat, you've got access to. No need to even go and dig any further. Really handy right there off the bat. Okay, guys, the next thing I'm going to show you all are going to be the market reports. And there are market summaries, new listings, current listings, sold listings, and supply versus demand. These are all going to create reports for you. So these are going to be very detailed reports that you can share with your clients, your friends, your family, right? Your leads, anybody that you want. This is accessible information for you, not to only have for your personal benefit, but to share with others. Each of these categories, they're going to have residential and rental reports available in them. So we're going to dive in right into the market summaries. So I click on that. Now, market summaries, as you can see right here, you've got residential and then you've got rental. So these are going to be the different categories in every single one of those 5 market reports. This one updates monthly. So now we're in January, you're going to get the numbers for December. Once we get into February, you can get the numbers for January for these particular summaries. You have the option for graphs as well as infographics. So I'm going to take you first into, this is the only one I'm going to go through a full demo of. We're going to do the market statistics, summary. So we're going to click on this. Okay, so within here, you have a lot of filters. All of these market reports are going to have the same filters. That's why I'm not going to go through and do necessarily a demo for each and every one. So switching up and really defining what you're looking for is so easy within Rapid Stats. So you've got your county, your city, your zips. You can even dial it into square footage, dwelling type, and price range. So you're just going to click on this. You're going to see all of the counties here in Arizona. You have the option to select all of them, or you can click this select all, click it off, and you can select, say, I just want Maricopa. Now, it's going to go ahead and it's going to auto-generate for all of the cities in Maricopa. So just taking you through, showing you guys, this is all the cities in Maricopa County. Now, once again, if I want to dial it down even further, I can click off of this and I can go ahead, say I want Buckeye. Now, as you can see, it's also going to auto-generate the zip codes for these particular cities. So if you click on multiple cities, there's going to be multiple zip codes in there. As you can see, this, I clicked on Carefree. Now we've gone to all zip codes. So this is going to be how you're going to define the areas or zip codes or whatnot that you're looking for. Now, say if I wanted, these 2 zip codes in Buckeye, and then I wanted some in Carefree as well. I know these aren't right next to each other, but they are on my screen. You can see they are all pulled up here. And maybe I don't want one of the zip codes from Buckeye. I can click on it, click off it, and kind of custom tailor and adjust my charts to what I'm looking for. Now, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take off Carefree. We're just going to do Buckeye. And now that we've selected our filters, you need to make sure that you refresh the report. So this is what's going to actually auto-generate our report. Doing it live, like I said, is always fun because you never, I know that it's going to generate as long as the software is working, but the timetables, it's up to the software. All right, so now here we are. We have created this beautiful chart down below, new listings, sold listings, active listings, under contract. You've got a couple of bars charts down here, and you've got your market statistics summary for December. Remember, I said it's for the month previous. So you've got all of these great charts that you can utilize for your own personal knowledge, as well as the knowledge of your clients. The cool thing about these reports too is you can download them. I think they download into a PDF file, so that makes it pretty workable. You can also save your reports. So there's an area where you can go back and you can go back to those saved reports. All right, so these are the graphs. I want to show you the infographics before we move on as well. I love the infographics. These are high quality images that you can just take and you can share on your social media. You can send to friends and family. They are understandable. The graphs, I feel like you need a little bit more. The bar graphs, you need to know kind of what's going on. It's not as straightforward. It's pretty easy and straightforward. The infographics though, guys, boom, it's great information, straightforward. Okay, so we're clicking on the infographics and we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna do Buckeye again. Once again, not favoring Buckeye, it just happens to be right there. And it is it's a growing area here in the Valley. So things change in that area all the time. All right, selected it. It got my zip codes. I'm gonna refresh my report. All right, here we go. Isn't this awesome? It's got your active listings. It's got your percentages. It's got comparisons from last year. People want to know, right? You want to know. I want to know. But it really puts it into great information. And then same thing, guys. You can download this. You can save it. You can come back and use this again later. So this is market summary. New listings, current listings, sold listings, supply and demand, they're all going to be very similar with the filters. Couple of key points to talk about with these. In the new listings, it is divided by price, square footage, and dwelling type. So those are going to be how you're going to kind of define. Let's go ahead. We'll click on that. Oh, we got a question and answer. Reports can be saved as JPEGs or PNGs. So PNGs, that's going to be that higher quality. Thank you, Paulette, for bringing that up. PNG is going to be that higher quality. JPEG is going to be a very shareable. Usually the files are data is a little bit smaller on a JPEG. So those are great for sharing on social media, emailing to your clients and whatnot. So a couple of different options when you save and you download. Okay, so new listings, as I was just talking about, price range, square footage, dwelling type. Those are going to be how you're going to go ahead and filter through those. But once again, the filters on these are going to be the same. Current listings, these are going to be based on active, under contract, but it's going to be price, square footage, dwelling type as well. Same with your solds. Same kind of filters for this. And remember, all of these are residential as well as rental. So it does kind of give you a lot of options when it comes to how you want to search for data. And especially when it comes to the clients that you're dealing with. All right, same thing, price, square footage, dwelling type on supply versus demand as well. This is going to help you figure out sold and what turnover rates are sorry, that was sold. Sold is sold and turnover rates. This is going to be whether supply versus demand is a buyer versus a seller's market. Whew, can you tell it's the beginning of January? I'm a little rusty on my teaching, but we'll get there today, guys. All right. So any questions on the different types of market reports? I really encourage you guys just to get in and play around with it. It's great. It's so easy to use. Okay, next I'm going to touch on the agent metrics. So agent metrics, this gives you the ability to find out the production of yourself or any other agents. All you need is their name. Thank you, Cynthia. She says, I'm doing great. This is great content. So you can figure out what the agent production is, the inventory, the efficiency. On fines and violations, you can only find that out about yourself. So the other ones, you can type in any name. I'll go ahead, pull that up there for you guys to see that you can go ahead and you can type in any agent's name here in Arizona, or their ID. You are probably not going to know their ID, but go ahead, you can type in their name and it's going to generate a report on their production. Going back, okay, taking the time, might do it, might not. There we go. Okay, so you can see the production. This is going to be for the last 24 months. This is just agent production. You get a couple of nice graphs in there. Maybe you've got a team and you're looking to bring on some other people and you want to see what their production is. Now, of course, Landmark Title can help pull this as well. We have software, but now you also have it right in your own hands. Okay, that's going to be the same for agent production, inventory, and efficiency. Remember, agent fines and violations, that's only for you. You can only check that out for yourself. And then there is top agent producer reports as well. So for the top agent producers, this one's going to be a little bit different. You're not going to go ahead and go in and search for a particular agent. You're going to filter through either county, city, or zip code to find those top producing agents. Pretty darn cool, right, guys? Oh, yeah. The same is going to be for the office metrics as well. You can get in, you can search for the different office metrics, broker production, broker inventory, efficiency, and of course, top producers. But remember, you can't search necessarily by names for that, but you can do county, city, or zip codes. All right, moving down. Any questions on that one? We've got infographics. So these ones, they are the residential infographic and the rental infographic. And I'm going to go ahead and click on one of these because I like these a lot as well. Once again, Rapid Stats is producing numbers that are put into graphs, infographics that you, my friends, can share. Yes, we love sharing. Okay, so you've got for the month of December, you've got your infographic right here. You have a couple of options on this one as well. So you do have filters. You can dial it down, and this changes this infographic as well, just like our other one. So we are going to go ahead. We're going to stick with, we're just on Buckeye today. This is how it's going to go. All right. So once again, we're going to go ahead. We can filter this down if we want. Maybe for this one, we want to change dwelling types to single families, refresh your data, and we're going to get a beautiful infographic that just has customized for Buckeye. All right. For this one, though, we might want to display a custom message. So there we go. Let's go ahead, click on this. Custom message is going to be, maybe we'll just say Buckeye. There we go. And we also have the option to change the color on this as well. So maybe we want to make it red, close it up. Now we know that this one is Buckeye because I don't think it says it on here anywhere else. So if you're making, especially if you're doing multiple of these infographics, I highly recommend putting that on there because a lot of the infographics and the other ones that I showed you too with the market reports, they won't necessarily say which city. That's my one complaint about Rapid Stats on here. So it's fun. You get a couple of different options with this one. And then of course you can download this and then you can upload it to social media, email. You can send this in text form as well. Remember, JPEGs, very user-friendly to send. So you can send those out. It's a great tool. All right. The last thing that I want to talk about is my reports. So we're going to click through. And of course, you guys, if you have any questions, please ask away. There'll be a specific question and answer at the end. But it's up to you. Okay. So here in my reports, I've got this one. I've got this Phoenix one. This is one of my saved ones. So let's go ahead and just click on it. We're just going to run it now. And as you can see, we're coming up with a lot of the same information. I can filter this through. This one was just, for whatever reason, it says Queen Creek, but I saved it as Phoenix. You know, guys, I just get in and I play around with a lot of stuff. So in your reports, you can save them, you can get back in, you can edit them. There's a lot that you could do. You can schedule them out as well. So from my reports, I'm going to go to schedule. I haven't gone in here and actually scheduled any reports. But this is something when I save them, and I can go back in and I can send them out. I can email them to my clients, to myself, wherever I want them to go. So it is an email format when you schedule out your reports. Okay, so creating my reports, I'm going to come in here to my charts. So in my charts, I might have some of these reports, some of these charts saved. This is where you really actually, so those other ones are all kind of very general, reports, charts, infographics. Here in my charts, this is where we can do a little bit more compare and contrast and really dive a little bit deeper in. Now, I do have a saved chart in here. I can look at this under view. I can do other things with it like export, or I can even edit it if it's something I don't like. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to go into create new chart. So right up here in the corner, you're going to click on that. Now, we have some options right off the bat. We have the option for the residential listing or rental listing. Remember, those are the two that are really in there with this. Then we have the options to pick out what we want. New, coming soon, actives, canceled, expired, all of these. We can create charts for a lot of different things in my charts. I'm going to click on actives today, and then we're going to select what type of chart we want. Once again, you're spoiled with options here. For today, I'm just going to click on the original list price active, and we're going to create our chart now. This one is fun because there's a lot of different filters. So I'm going to take you guys over, and we're going to click on these chart customizations over here. So first, you've got your chart data. That's what we selected to create the chart. Next, you're going to have your timeline. So this is what's going to create that customizable chart over there. Right now, this one is just set at 24 months, and it is on a monthly period. I think it makes sense to be on a monthly period unless you're really trying to dial down like the last month for your clients to show them how things have changed. And then you have the option to come in and you can change up the months. I'm going to do it 6 months today. I think it looks cool when it's all kind of condensed into what we've been doing recently, as opposed to this is just pretty broad, right? 24 months. And then you have the option to include the current month. However, most of the information in RapidStats is not compiled until the end of the month, right? So for the most accurate, I might recommend clicking off on that one to include. Where do you go to save specific infographics reports? You're going to, when you're creating those specific infographics reports, there's going to be a save button. So save, this one right here, save to my charts. Right at that top toolbar, those are going to be your options to save, Keith. All right. And then, all right, we're good. We're good right now. Group by month. I like group by month. That works for me. Let's go into the filters. This is where it gets even more fun. So if I'm filtering, these filters are going to be pretty similar to the other filters. This is what I like about RapidStats, guys. The filters are simple. They're all pretty consistent through every single graph and chart. Once again, let's go ahead and go with Maricopa. All right. And then let's go ahead and collect our cities. We're going to do, let's do Buckeye and maybe Tolleson. Okay. They're like right next to each other. So that will be kind of cool to see what the difference between the two of those are. So now we're going to come up back over here. I'm going to set my dwelling type differently too, because I only really want to do single family homes. In Buckeye and Tolleson, you know, there's a lot of manufactured and whatnot too, but that might not be what I want. All right. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to refresh this chart and I'm going to show you how it's going to just create, well, it creates one line right there. So actually, I'm not going to do it. What we're going to do is I want to show these two cities separately. I want to see a compare and contrast on this chart. So to get that, I'm going to use set filter as series. And I'm going to come down here and I'm going to do it by city. So I want to see the difference between Tolleson and Buckeye. Maybe I've got a client that's on the fence about which city they are looking at. So now I can refresh my chart and you can see the difference between Buckeye and Tolleson. Buckeye's more expensive. They're kind of both on the same plane. But if price is a factor for me, then maybe I'm looking more in like the Tolleson area. So I think that's all pretty cool, guys. Last thing on here is the chart design. This is where you can actually get into customizing even more on this. You also have the option to pick different charts. So maybe I want a bar chart instead. Oh, look at that. Look how great that looks. I have the option to get in and edit the title of this. So maybe I want to come in and say, you know, Buckeye, and I probably didn't spell all that right. It's okay, guys. This is just for our demo. Maybe I want to change the color of it. Maybe I want to change where it's positioned. Maybe I want it to be top center. And maybe I want to make that font even bigger. Boom. Ah, I love it. I also have the option to change my chart description, my legend, my branding. Maybe I want to change my Y and my X axis. So I can get in here. Once again, I can change the coloring. Maybe I just want it to be bigger. Boom. Now I can tell this is month down here. And then, of course, here's your option to download, to save to my charts, and really just kind of get in there and play around with this. Okay, super simple, right? We did this entire demo in 30 minutes. Now, there is one last thing I want to show you guys, and that is, I'm going to go back to Rapid Stats. We're going to click on Rapid Stats. I want to show you guys the first landing page. So I took you right to the dashboard. When you click on it, you are going to come up to the landing page for Rapid Stats. From here, you can log in. I want to be logged in already today. But there is an online course. Now, I highly recommend doing this. This, once again, it takes about 30 minutes. There's maybe 6 videos, maybe 7, 8 videos, but most of them are about like 2 to 3 minutes. I highly recommend getting on and taking the online course. Whether you can take more trainings from here, ARMLS has really made these tools not only accessible, but they want to teach you and they want you to use them. So that's my last little bit of nugget today is get on, take the Rapid Stats online course. We cover the same, it covers the same things that I covered today, but from an even further expert perspective of it. So get on, check it out. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm going to wrap up today with just a couple of other classes that we have coming up. Now, we know it's 2025. We know that there's going to be a lot of classes coming up. So stay tuned for what classes are coming up. I don't have them all listed today because we're still working on getting a couple changes on some flyers, but please remember that you can always find our most updated classes. You don't have to wait for Marketing Matters. You don't have to wait for your business development managers to send you their flyers and their schedule. You can go right onto our website to our event page, and you can find out the most up-to-date classes. I update those a minimum of once, sometimes twice, sometimes more a week. As they come in, I get them right up there for you guys. All right. The remainder of the month, we've got QB Casa coming up next week. That is virtual floor plans. Yes. How are you going to use this software to create virtual floor plans? This one is so cool. I'm excited to learn a little bit more about it. And I'm excited to see you guys learning and using it for your business. And then the following week, we've got Cloud CMA. This is going to be creating compelling reports. very easily. This one, once again, an invaluable resource. And then at the end of the month, on the 29th, we have Rental Beast. So rentals can be pretty complicated sometimes. Like, they're simple, but they're complicated. Well, Rental Beast is going to help you simplify the entire transaction. So you'll be able to get on and figure that out. All right, Paulette had a question. Yes, the market reports at the very beginning, like I said, Paulette, they are a PDF. So the market reports, you're just going to go ahead and download those ones as a PDF. All right. And then we've got CE classes. Yes, who doesn't need to get their CE classes in? Some of you guys have your licenses coming up for renewal. So get in. We offer a lot of CE classes here at Landmark Title. This month, we've got the 3-in-1 class, right? So we've got the 3-in-1, the deed fraud, the Firewise, and the Arizona water. This is required now to renew your license. So there's going to be a couple of these being a lot of these classes being offered. It's really kind of cool. It's like each one of them is 1 hour, but we offer them as 3. January 15th, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. This is going to be at the Atrium at Arrowhead. You'll need to register in advance for this, so reach out to Renee to get registered. And of course, we always have our home tours. So we've got Moon Valley home tours on the 3rd Thursdays and Biltmore Luxury on the 4th Wednesday. Going in strong into 2025. Some of these have been offered, like Moon Valley is 20 plus years that this one has been offered. They are fun, they are consistent, and great to attend. So please reach out and attend those as well. And then, of course, thank you to our business development managers. Reach out to them in 2025. They are your partners in this business, so they can help you out with so many things. I taught a class yesterday on business planning, and literally everything that I was saying, you could do this for your business, you can do that for your business. I kept referring to my business development managers because I'm like, they can help you with these things. Like, it, even as long as I've been in this industry and with Landmark Title, it never ceases to amaze me when we say you can do something for your real estate business. And I'm like, oh, we help with that. So reach out to Beth, Dina, Emily, Keith, Mary, Michael, Patty, Renee, and Raylyn up in Prescott for all of your marketing needs. And thank you, of course, to Landmark Title for allowing us to kick off 2025 with a bang. Stay tuned. This is going to be a great year for real estate. That's what the crystal balls keep saying. I'm going to stick with that. I'm kind of a positive person anyway. And I will see you guys next week as we continue to go through our ARMLS core products. And of course, please, in 2025, think of us for all of your title and escrow needs. We have 7 offices here in the Valley, 1 up in Prescott, 2 up in Nevada to service all of your title and escrow. Make it a great 2025, guys. I will see you next week.